Well, good day, my friends. Today's going to be a short one, just to pop in and say hi. When you got something on your mind, it's a good thing to share it, if it's worth sharing. And I think today's is. Okay, now you'll notice, red, it's Friday. I picked it up wearing red on Friday to remember those who paid the ultimate sacrifice for our liberties. Those who fought and died in the wars of past to defend our country, liberty, your country probably too, especially if your country has ever had to fight in a conflict to protect its people, protect its ideals. And so today I'm remembering them. Now, I brought along my mug, Kapelka, and yeah, I cheated. It's only water. Water's good for us too. I'm told often I don't drink enough of it. You know, we think of some people as insignificant. They're only a school teacher, a bus driver, a cop. Oh, those guys that give you tickets, you know. And you know, I was working this morning, coming up with a solution. This is my digital camera. It's a Fujifilm. It's an XT20, okay? It's small, not very big. I got rid of a Canon and a really nice Nikon because it just wasn't necessary. Now, true, that was the travel position, and that's in the more usable position. Of course, the lens cap is on to protect it from dust and such. But that's not the point of the whole thing. One of the problems I had using a tripod was the neck strap, right? How many of you have taken the neck strap off, put it in a drawer or someplace, or threw it out because it just was a pain in the neck? But sometimes you need them, an insignificant neck strap. Well, how do you solve the problem? Well, I came up with a solution, and you know, here it is. Now I'm going to bring it up so you can get a good image, hopefully. Okay, it's an S-binder, a small one at that. And I'm going to try and move over here so you can see the shape better. I'm looking at the viewfinder. Okay, and so, and it's off. And the insignificant little thing. But you know, it isn't very insignificant when you need to take the neck strap off or put it back on. And so it is with me. You know, I thought about the folks in our world, in my country and yours, my community and yours, that we so often don't think about. Here we are in the middle of a pandemic. I say middle of because I don't know the end of it, and I presume you don't either. And there are those out there who are giving their all to serve us. Yes, there's the firefighters, the policemen that you don't like because he gave you a ticket last week. There's the nurse at the hospital, and on the list goes, including that young girl at Tim Hortons or McDonald's or Wendy's drive-thru, where you get your burger and a drink, or coffee. Or it could be the guy that's working and you phone and you need something from a deal, a business. You phone your order in, you pull up to the waiting area, and a young woman, young guy, old guy, whoever, comes out to bring out the item you need. You really need it. Here they are, they're working in a bad situation. They don't know who of us may be contaminated. And they do their job anyway. And so it goes. The EMTs on the ambulance, oh, they always have an interesting job, don't they? I've had to call them, not for myself, but for my wife. I had to call them for a neighbor. And you know what the response was? They were there quick. They did what we could not physically do. That is to me, fantastic. And so throughout our communities, there are those people who silently serve. Yes, it's the healthcare workers and all of that. And the guys that pick up the garbage. You know, they could say, well, I don't want to pick up your garbage. Your garbage could be contaminated. And we wouldn't want that either. So I thought this day that we set aside in my calendar, Fridays, to remember those who have paid the ultimate sacrifice. They've given their lives for their country. We can add to them those that minister to us too, including, if you think about it, the pastors and workers from the church. You call because you have a calamity in your mind, and most people, they don't see the point, or they may not understand. You call and they come, and they sit with you, they pray with you, they talk with you, and on it goes. So today, let's take time to pay attention. Thank these people when they serve you. Remember to pray for them, all of them, not just the ones who are in glamorous jobs, or politicians, those who publicly are noticed. But today, remember that insignificant little S-binder. Yeah, and I could have used a carbiner, couldn't I? Now I'm going to bring this guy right close because I want you to be able to really see it. Okay? Yes, it's just a piece of plastic molded with two pieces of wire. And insignificant thing like that makes your life easier. These people that we don't think about so often, and as they serve us, they take care of us. They take care of our infrastructure. We need to remember them. Let's do that. While you're thinking about it, possibly take time in your own way to pray for them. That's my thought for today. Keep well. Keep safe. God bless. Ted's clear.